welcome to this flow. This is it's quite springy, bouncy, high energy, so I wouldn't recommend it for complete beginners, but and anything that you don't feel comfortable, there's kind of some flips where we flip into a back bend. But you know, take your time with it. This kind of flow should be repeated and practiced a few times. So yeah, just you know, give it your best shot and see how you go with it. But anything that doesn't feel comfortable, please listen to your body and negotiate or miss it out or change it or do something else. You know, make sure that you're always inviting in your own style of practice and not just kind of blindly following. Okay, Trigger will probably be joining us for a bit, and he will be mostly demonstrating how to relax. Okay, we are going to start in a kneeling position at the back of the mat, and we're just going to connect with the breath. If it doesn't feel comfortable for you to be sitting on your heels, you can prop your hips up on a block, but just get yourself nice and comfortable, and when you're ready to, you can close your eyes. Just taking a moment to allow your awareness to return to inside. Take a moment to gently wriggle through your spine, lift it through the crown of your head. Feel that spaciousness for your neck as you release your shoulders away from your ears. And then maybe swallow to relax your throat and let your jaw soften. And let the face relax. And then bringing awareness to your breath. The natural rhythm of your breath, the breath that is already there before you make any effort towards it. Just noticing the quality. And then we'll take 3 deep breaths together. Take an exhale to empty your lungs. And then inhale deeply through your nose. Fill up as deeply as you can and take a pause with that breath in at the top. And then exhale. With control all the way back down to empty. And keep exhaling until you feel you can't exhale anymore. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale deep. Exhale long. Keep exhaling, squeeze the belly in, squeeze the ribs in, keep going, keep going, keep going. Lovely, last one, inhale deep. Mini pause with the breath in at the top. And then exhale. And keep exhaling, get all of that air out of the base of your lungs. Lovely, and then tune in to a rhythm of breathing that feels comfortable for your practice. You're welcome to come into Ujjayi breath if you want some more fire. And you're welcome to take something softer if that's how you're feeling is useful for you today. Okay, and then when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Stay with that rhythm of breath, and we're going to interlace the fingers and bring the hands interlace behind the back, and then we're going to shift the hands to the left side of the waist, and then from there just lower the chin to the chest and gently roll the chin towards that left shoulder. And then once you meet that left shoulder, tilt the left ear towards the left shoulder and raise the chin up in a diagonal line. You'll feel that open through the right side. And then again, we're just going to lower the chin towards the shoulder and then lower the left ear towards the shoulder. So we're just lifting and lowering the chin in a diagonal line. We'll just do that a couple of times to soften through that right side of the neck. Keep the elbows drawing towards one another and keep that length through your spine here. Good, and then you can take a moment just to pause in a position with your head that feels useful for your neck to open. If it's really challenging here, you could be holding that left inner elbow. I'm sorry I didn't say that before. Okay, and then when you're ready to release, release. We're going to take the hands around to the right side. I'll show you from the back. So if it's hard for you to hold your hands like this, you can hold left hand to right elbow. But squeezing elbows towards one another, drop the chin to the chest. Take the chin towards the right shoulder and then roll that right ear down. So the chin lifts up in that diagonal line, and then we'll just keep lifting and lowering through that line. And just feeling into the left side. And feel where it feels useful for you to have a pause with the head. And it doesn't have to be the same position as you did on the other side. It can just be a new place that you're feeling into this side. Good, have a breath there. And then when you're ready, gently release. Release the chin to the chest. And then we'll come into all fours. And we'll have the hands a bit further forward of the shoulders and the knees nice and wide on the mat. And we're just going to take it into some hip circles. But here is your hip circles. I want you to start focusing on shifting the weight into the pads of your knuckles and into your fingertips as your hips come forward and round. And then we're going to turn the fingertips out to the side. We're going to keep the hips circling. You might like to change direction. But again, just shifting the weight, getting warm through the wrists. So we're shifting the weight through the heels of the hands predominantly now. Good, okay. And then from here, turn the hands back with the thumbs facing the long edge of the mat so that the forearms are facing forward. And then from here, we're just going to shift the hips back. And as we shift the hips back, lift the heels and hands away from the mat, stretch through the palm. And then as you shift forward, lean into the heels of the hands and draw the shoulders away from the ears so you're pushing down into your wrists. Good, let's do that again. Shift the weight back, lift the hands, opening through the fingers, shift forward, lean into the wrists. Lean into the forearm, shoulders away from the ears. One more time, send it all the way back. And then shift all the way forward. Good, okay. Come back to neutral hands. Grip your fingertips. So my hands are further forward than my shoulders, and I'm gripping my fingertips, so I'm pulling my fingertips back into camber hands so the knuckles are bent. And then I'm using that to just start to bounce the knees off the ground. So I'm tucking my tailbone down, my ribs are pulling in, and then I'm just going to start to activate through the core. So pick up the right foot, and the right knee comes to the left elbow, circles round to the right, and then lands back down. Then we change legs. Left knee to right elbow, circle it round, land it down. Right knee, left elbow, round, land it down. Good, and we'll do left knee, right knee, left knee, and release. Sit the hips back towards the heels. Keep the hands stretching forward. Shake out through the head. My toes are tucked here, so I'm just pressing through the Achilles heel. You don't have to do that. Release through the head and just take another breath here. Good, okay. Inhale, come forward. Looking towards the navel, rounding all the way forward through a spinal wave. And then exhale, lifting the tailbone. Elbows bending as you soften the hips back. And we're going to do a couple of those spinal waves. Inhale, round forward. And exhale, wave it back. Okay, so we're going to come back to all fours and we're coming back to the knee circles. And then this time we're going to add on a step underneath. So tuck your toes, pick up your knees, start to find that bounce through the knees again. Pick up your right foot. Circle the right knee to the left elbow and round to the right. And then as you come back, you're going to step underneath your left ankle. So your toes turn, your knees bend, and then you can open up into this kind of tabletop position. And then we come back down with the left hand, step back with the right, and we'll do the other side. Left knee circles to right elbow. As it comes back round, we step underneath the right ankle, turn the toes, drive the pelvis open through the chest. Bend the knees to come back. I'm going to do that a couple of times. Right knee circles. Step underneath the left foot. Toes turn. Legs drive the pelvis open through the chest. Good. Left to right elbow as it comes back round. Underneath. So I'm not going over the top. I'm going underneath, turning the toes, driving the pelvis. Good, let's do one more each side. Right knee, step underneath, turn the toes, lift. Bring it down. Left knee, step underneath. Drive the pelvis, bring it down. Lovely, and then from here, walk it back into a downward facing dog. And give your downward dog a wiggle, have a move around, have a feel into what you're experiencing in your body today in this shape. And then check back in with your breath. What kind of breath do you need in this moment? Okay, inhale, lift your toes, pull your belly in. Let's come through a spinal wave, round all the way forward, shoulders come over the wrists. Gripping into fingertips. Exhale, bend your knees, lift your tailbone, push the heart back. One more of those. Inhale, round all the way forward, belly's drawn in. And then exhale, bend the knees, lift the tailbone to create that back bend, sending the hips back. Good, wavy vinyasa. Inhale, round all the way forward, gripping into your fingertips, leaning shoulders beyond the wrists. Pull the pelvis down to the wrists. Micro bend the elbows to draw the shoulders back. Upward facing dog, legs stay strong here, glutes are engaged. Exhale, land your knees, melt it all the way back into a child's pose. I'm keeping my toes tucked here. And I'm pressing the hands forward to melt the heart down, just to feel opening through the shoulders. Take a deep cleansing breath if you need it. Lovely, and then inhale round all the way forward. Let's take one spinal wave. Exhale, lift the tailbone, press the hips back. We're still in all fours. And then inhale, round forward, come back to the hands and knees. We're going to tuck the toes, bounce the knees, and we're going to add on to our circle and flip. So pick up the right toes, circle right knee, left elbow, round, underneath, turn the toes and flip. Good. Bring it back. We'll do that on the other side. Left knee circles. Steps underneath the right ankle. Turn the toes. Drive the pelvis. Bring it down. Good. Okay. Right side. This is where we are down. Pick up the right foot. Knee circles. Step underneath the left. Turn the toes and flip. Good. Bring the left hand down. Bend the knees. Keep the knees bent. Take the right foot underneath and then all the way around over the top. Bend the knees, drive the pelvis, lift. Good. Now bend the knees again, turn the left toes and spring the right foot to the top of the mat. And then sink the back knee down once you're there. Bring that right elbow towards the ground, sink through the hips and then inhale, open. Right elbow goes all the way back, feeling that twist in the thoracic. We're going to do that a few more times. Exhale, elbow down towards the ground, doesn't have to touch. And then inhale, open. Good. Let's do another one. Lovely. And then bring it all the way down. Bring the hands down on the inside of that right foot. And then sweetly press it all the way back into a three-legged down dog. Good. Exhale, land your right toes down. Let's take it through 2 spinal waves and a waving vinyasa. Inhale, lift your heels round forward. Remember, if you need support of your knees, take them down. Exhale, bend it back. Lovely. Inhale, round all the way forward. Exhale, bend it back. Waving vinyasa. Inhale, round all the way forward. Exhale, pelvis to wrist, bend the elbows, draw the shoulders back, legs strong, glutes engaged. Exhale, land your knees, take it back to a child's pose. Toes stay tucked, hands reach forward, heart bows down. Good, and then just come back to sit on your heels and we're going to shake it out through the wrist. So if at any point through this sequence, because it's quite a lot on the wrist, you can come back to doing this, just shaking it out, rotating through your wrist, giving yourself a break. Okay, when you're ready, come back to your hands and knees, tuck your toes, bounce your knees. Let's do that on the left side. Left knee circles, steps underneath the right, drive the pelvis. Good, bring it back, right knee circles, steps underneath, drive the pelvis. Good, left side, left knee circles, steps underneath, drives the pelvis. And then we're going to flip it over. So bend the knees, turn the toes, now step the left foot over the top and behind. Bend the knees again and then lift and drive. Good. Now bend the knees from here, turn the right toes towards the right and then spring your left foot forward to the top of your mat. Sink your back knee down. Exhale, bring your left elbow down and then inhale, open that up into a thoracic twist. Let's do it again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale to lower any amount, let the pelvis drop. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, release. Lovely. Bring the hands down. Bring it into pecking up the back knee and then sweep it all the way back. Three-legged down dog. Good. Take a moment just to breathe there. And then exhale, release. Inhale, bend your knees, round all the way forward, look to the navel, pull the belly in. Exhale, bend the knees, lift the tailbone, melt it back. One more of those spinal waves, round all the way forward. And bend all the way back. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, pelvis to wrist, bend the elbows, draw the shoulders back, legs strong, glutes engaged. Exhale, land the knees, take it back. This time just soften onto your heels. Take a moment to close your eyes. And just allow a moment to pause and receive the moment as it is now. Take a breath that serves you in this moment. And then come back to that comfortable rhythm of breathing. Okay. So the next round we're going to do the same as we've just done, maybe less repetition, and then we're going to add on the more dynamic part of our sequence. Okay. So back to the hands and knees, tuck the toes. We'll do one circle with each knee. So we'll circle the right knee, step underneath, flip open, bring it back down. Circle the left knee, step underneath, drive, bring it back down, and then we'll do the right side. Circle the right knee, step underneath, lift the pelvis, then we're going to flip it to the other side. Left hand comes down, right foot comes back underneath, then spins on top, behind, bend the knees, turn the toes, drive the pelvis from the heels. Lovely. Then bend the knees, turn that left foot towards the right side of the mat. Spring and step right foot forward. Sink the back knee down. Exhale, bring right elbow down. Inhale, open. Thoracic twist. Let's do two more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open that. And exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, rise up to a high lunge, back toes tucked, slowly pick up the back knee from the ground. Exhale, lean your heart forward, reach your fingertips back, shift your weight forward, come into aeroplane. So aeroplane, you want to be in a mini back bend, shoulders drawing together, chest open and lifted. So you feel the back body engage. Lovely. We're bring this through into a spiral dancer. So micro bend the right knee and bring the left knee forward to bring the right elbow to meet. Spiral dancer. Good. Then we're going to take this into a spiral squat. Step the left toes behind. Bend the right knee, left elbow to meet. They don't have to touch. Bring it back to spiral dancer. Left knee forward, right elbow to meet. Good. Step that left foot behind. Bend the knees. Left elbow down. Good. And again. Right elbow, left knee. Step behind. Left elbow, right knee. Good. Bring it back to spiral dancer. Lovely. From here we're going to step it back to warrior two. Reach the fingertips forward and the toes back. Find your balance through your warrior, and then slowly bend into the right knee to step the foot behind. Once you feel that land, windmill the arms open. Good. Take a bend in and out of that right knee. Just feel that landing into your feet, the grounding into the earth. Okay, from here, reverse your warrior. Keep your pelvis moving forward and your front heel rooting down. And then straighten through that front leg. Drop the right hand in front of the left toes at the back of the mat. And then reach up for a twist through the thoracic spine. And bending in and out of the left knee, just to get some opening through the inner thighs. Good. And then this is a challenge here. So some of you will reach your fingertips forward and stay here. Some of you will be able to sit the hips down. Okay, the challenge is keep the hands off the ground. Keep the left heel rooted. Heels grounded in this position all time. So there's no pressure on the knee. Okay, pushing from that left heel, rise all the way up and over into warrior two. We're going to do that again. Take it into reverse. Good. Straighten through the right leg. Drop into the back knee. Bring the right hand down. Reach up for the twist. Have a bounce. Reach the hands forward. Sink the hips as low as you can. You don't have to look like me. Push from the left heel. Rise all the way up. Warrior two. And we're going to do that one more time. Take it into reverse. Straighten through the front leg. Drop into the back knee. Place the right hand down. Good. Sink through the hips. When you're ready. Good. And then inhale, rise, pushing from the heel, warrior two. Good. And then windmill that left hand all the way back down. Good. Turn the toes out to the right. Bend into the back knee. Sweep the right foot all the way behind the left knee. Turn the toes, bend the knees, drive the pelvis to the sky. Good. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees again. Push up and over through the hips. Downward facing dog. One spinal wave and a waving vinyasa. Inhale, round all the way forward. Grip into fingertips. Exhale, bend the knees, lift the tailbone. Bend it back. Inhale, round forward, waving vinyasa. Exhale, pelvis to wrist. Good. Bend the knees. Send it back to a child's pose or sitting on your heels, but take a moment just to breathe there. If you'd like to take a cleansing breath to help you clear, it's a deep inhale through the nose and a flushing exhale through the mouth. Okay, and then when you're ready, we're going to do that on the other side. So come forward into your hands and knees, tuck your toes, pick up your knees. We'll start left knee circles. Steps underneath the right foot, flip it open. Good, bring it back. Right side, step, lift, bring it back. Good, the last one left, circle, step underneath, drive. Good, bring it right hand down, we're flipping over, so we step left underneath, then step it over the top and behind. Toes are facing the back of the mat, knees bend to drive the pelvis. Lovely. And then knees bend again. Right foot turns to the left edge of the mat. And then pushing into that base hand, base foot, and springing the left foot forward. Good, sink the back knee down, bring the left elbow down. Inhale, open up to the twist. Exhale, lower. Good, last one, inhale, open. And exhale, lower. Good, back toes tucked when you're ready. Inhale, lift up to a high lunge. Get really grounded into your front foot, lean your heart forward, spring through the back toes, come into your balance, fingertips reaching back, shoulder blades drawn together, aeroplane. And then we'll take it through our glute pulses in our spiral dancer form. So bring your right knee forward, left elbow to meet. My standing leg is bending. Step the right toes behind, bend that left knee, right elbow to meet. Good, and again, back knee comes forward, left knee bends, elbow to meet. Toe step behind of the right foot, left knee bends, and I'm really pushing into that left heel. So I want the glutes to do the work. Good, let's do one more. Bring it back. Lovely. And then pass it through your warrior to step it back to a warrior two. So you pass through the warrior, bending into the left knee, heart still reaching forward. As the toes land, windmill the arms open. And then just give it a bounce so you really drop your connection into the ground. And I'm making sure that there's lots of connection through that front heel. And my knees going out wide. Okay, keep that, reverse. Left fingertips to the sky. Push from that front heel, straighten the leg. Exhale, turn, drop into the back knee. Place that left hand down, reach up for the twist. You can find the pulse here. And then we're sinking into Skandasana. So either you sink as low as you can by keeping that right heel connected. Don't let the heel lift off just to get low with the hips. You're going to push from that right heel and find warrior two again. Lovely. We'll do that 2 more times. Take it into reverse. Straighten the leg. Bend the back one. Left hand down. Twist. Bounce in and out of the right knee. Good. Then sit the hips down. Hands off the ground if you can. Keep that right heel rooted and push to drive the hips into warrior two. Got one more round. Good. When you're ready, reverse. Straighten the leg. Bend the back. Find the twist. Pulse it. Hands off the ground if you can, sink down. Sink as low as you can by keeping that right heel connected and push from the heel. Find your warrior two. Lovely. Windmill the right hand all the way down, top right corner of your mat. Turn your toes to the left. Bend into the back knee and start to sweep this left foot all the way behind. Step it behind, turn the toes, bend your knees, drive your pelvis to the sky. Lovely. And then spinning through the hips, finding your downward facing dog. Let's take it through a waving vinyasa. Inhale, lift your heels round all the way forward. Exhale, pelvis to wrist, upward facing dog. Lovely. Land your knees. Take it back, either into a child's pose or sitting onto your heels. Give yourself a moment to close your eyes. Settle your awareness inside again. And give the body a breath that it needs. Just a moment to pause and digest that information. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again for the next round. We're going to add on a tiny bit towards the end of the sequence and then come back to the beginning and do the other side. So I will offer a bit more of an advanced step up. But if you're comfortable with what we've been doing and you want to keep going with that, then please don't push yourself just to do something because it's more advanced, you know. It's just taking time with your body, knowing what's right for you at the right time, letting our practice be about listening and not dictating. Okay, so we're going to come forward again into the hands and knees. Okay, and we're going to do less repetition and move a little bit quicker. So we're going to do one circle with each knee. So we'll start with the left knee circling. We step underneath, flip it open. Bring that right hand down, circle the right knee, step underneath, flip it open. And then this is where we're going to flip it round. So we bring the left hand down, step underneath, then spin through the left toes, step the right foot behind. Bend the knees, drive the pelvis. Good. So option one would be to do what we did before and spring the right foot to the top of the mat. Option two is to slow it down, bend the knees, lift the right knee high, so you're in a side plank, and then pushing the left hand forward. This top arm will help you balance out as you slowly spin your back toes towards the top of the mat to land into the lunge. Okay, don't worry if you landed heavily. It takes a while. Okay. This time we'll keep the back knee lifted. My left hand is quite wide. Exhale, take the elbow down. Inhale, reach it open. Let's do two more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open. And exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale into your aeroplane, nice and slow. Lean the belly forward, push into that front heel. Fingertips reach back, shoulder blades squeezing together. Belly drawn in to support your spine, glutes engaged. 3 rounds of spiral dancer in the squat. Left knee comes forward, right elbow to meet. Bend the standing leg. Good, step it behind. Left toes, bend the right knee, left elbow to meet. Good, and again, push into that front heel. Elbow and knee. Step it behind. Keep that heel really grounded. Push. Bring it forward. Good. Taking it into our mini flow. I'm going to lean the heart forward and send the toes back. So much slower than you think you can. Bending into the right knee, lower the belly down. Then feel the toes land behind and windmill the arms open. Good. Find your warrior 2 feet. Adjust if you need. Have a bounce. Get pushing into that front heel. And then when you're ready, sink the pelvis, take it into reverse. Good. Straighten the front leg. Drop it into the back knee. Find the twist. Good. Fingertips reach forward. Hips sink down. If you're here and you're good, you can land all the way down. Take the right hand behind. Press up through the pelvis. Circle the left arm. Now, it might not be feeling comfortable or accessible for some of you. Please refrain if it doesn't feel good. Bring the hips back down when you're ready. And then without the hands, shift the weight forward. Push into that left heel. Warrior 2. Good, let's do one more round. Reverse. Good, straighten the leg, drop it down to the back. Twist. Hands reach forward, hips sink down. Take the right hand behind, press, lift the hips, circle the left arm. Bring it back, sink the hips. Press and lift. Bring it back to warrior 2. Lovely. Left hand comes all the way down. Towards the top left corner, I'm taking mine off the mat so I've got lots of space. Shift the weight forward, step forward and through. And then step it back. Good. I'm going to do that one more time. Step it forward and through. And then step it back. Lovely. Left hand to the top left corner of the mat. And then this time as you turn the toes, you've got the option to sweep behind into the wild thing or to come into a side plank. If you're coming into the side plank, you can lift the knee high. You can grab hold of the big toe. But then you're going to delicately land the toes behind. So bend the left knee. Once you feel the toes land, turn them towards the back. And then drive from the heels to lift the pelvis. Good, and then bend the knees, spin through the hips, bring it back. Take a breath there. Pedal it out, shake it out. And then we'll come through that waving vinyasa. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, pelvis to wrist, bend the elbows. Land the knees, take it back. Good, let's do one more round on the other side. Good. Stay with breath. Okay, we'll circle the right knee first. Step underneath. Bring it back. Circle the left knee. Step underneath. Good, bring it back and we're going to flip it over. Left foot comes underneath and then over the top, toes turn. Lift the pelvis. Good, and then we've got that slow step up if you're going for it. If not, option 1 is to spring the top foot forward, the left foot forward. Option 2 is to lift left knee high. The left hand is going to start reaching back as the left foot comes forward. Spinning on the back toes, pull the belly in, keep pushing firmly into your right hand, and then land as sweetly as you can. Okay, exhale, bring your left elbow down. Inhale, open. Good, and again, exhale, lower. Back leg strong. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower. Good, and then when you're ready, inhale to your high lunge. Exhale into your aeroplane. Keep pushing into that front heel. Floating the back toes, reach the fingertips back, open the chest. Broaden through your collarbones. Keep your right glute engaged, lifting up through the inside thigh. Spiral dancer. Bring the right knee forward, elbow to meet. Good, step the right toes behind, right elbow to meet. Good, and again, bring it back, move nice and slow, at your own pace. Keep your focus, keep breathing. Good. Send it all the way back when you're ready, through your warrior 3, and then into your warrior 2. Bending the left knee. So I get the belly low, my center of gravity is low, my toes are reaching back, my chest is reaching forward. Then when I land, open the arms. Good, okay. Find your feet, find your foundations, and then when you're ready, reverse. Good, straighten through the front leg, drop into the back knee, my toes turn with me, as much as I need. Good, then we sit, lift the hands, sit the hips. So you may be here, and you may stay somewhere around here, just pushing into that right heel, opening the hips. You may be able to drop the hips, sit down, take the left hand behind. Drive and lift the pelvis, circle the right arm. Good, and then we're going to come back down. Pushing into the right heel, lift the hips. Pushing into the right heel again, lift the hips. Good, warrior 2. Let's do one more round. Reverse. Straighten the leg, bend the back knee. Twist. Lift the hands if you can, or keep them there for support. Sit the hips if you're going there. Just stay grounded in that right heel. Good, bring it back. Use the heel to lift and then the heel to push. Warrior 2. Good. Windmill, right hand down, nice and wide. Good, and then we're stepping the back leg forward and through. So I shift the weight into the left hand, the left foot and the right hand to shift all the way forward and through. Step it back. Let's do one more. Sorry, did I disturb your sleep? Good. Okay, and then right hand to the top right corner of the mat. Turn the toes to the left. And then option, sweep the left foot behind or lift the knee. Maybe lift the toes. Come into your version of side plank. You could be here also. You know, left foot grounded. Wherever. When you're ready, you can take it into your upward thing. What is it? No, it's a wild thing. And then coming back, downward facing dog.
Now we'll take it into upward facing dog. Inhaling, lifting the heels, pull the belly in, round all the way forward. Exhale, slowly lower pelvis to wrist. Shoulders draw back, hands pull back and wide. Squeeze the thighs, squeeze the glutes. Breathe into the heart. Exhale to release your knees. And sweetly take it back into a child's pose. Give your body the breath that it needs. And to help calm the nervous system, focusing on lengthening your exhalation breath. So if you don't exhale out properly, it's hard to take in the fresh oxygen that the body needs. So really making sure you're exhaling all the air out that you can. And then that in turn allows you to breathe in more deeply. And this is what will help us recover more quickly. Okay, and when you're ready, you can make your own way onto your back. And like always, I invite you to finish your practice in your own way. So if there's something else that you feel you need to complete today's practice, then you take it. If you're good and you're ready to chill, then take advantage of that and you can be with me. I'm ready to chill, for sure. So I'm just going to take my way onto my back and take up space. So spreading the legs wide, spreading the arms wide, closing down the eyes and giving yourself just a moment here. A moment to ask, is there anything I need? Is there anything my body needs? And sometimes the answer will be yes, and you can take that. Today for me, it's quite clearly a no. What I need is just to be still. Again, you can remain focused on changing your state through your breath. It will always be the breath that changes us. So if you're still kind of feeling really fired up and your heartbeat's racing, again, focusing on long exhales. And then have a scan through your body and just check in. Just see if there are any final areas that are still hanging on, gripping and making effort. And if you feel anywhere like that, just really offer it a sense of compassion, that it's holding on and still making an effort for you. And then give it permission to let go. And then give your whole body permission to be heavier. And allow all of your weight to be taken by the earth. coming back to your body breathing. Just noticing how you're breathing in this moment. And when you're ready, find a stretch that feels good. And you can roll over to one side and just give yourself a moment on your side. And then when you're ready, coming back and just finding a comfortable seat. And we'll take a moment to close the eyes. And just become very present with your internal experience. And try to refrain from judging or attaching any kind of story to your experience now. Like already starting with, that was hard, or I wasn't very good at it, or I really liked it. It doesn't matter what it is, just release the story. And rather tune in to the subtle language of sensation. Like where in your body do you feel sensations the most? Is it in the palms of your hands? Is it tingling around the temples? Where are you drawn to the most? And we'll bring the palms together and take a bow towards the heart. And for today's gratitude, I want you to name 3 things about your body that you're grateful for. 3 things about your body that you're grateful for. And just allow the gratitude to sink in a little deeper into your muscles and your bones and your blood and your cells, so that you really allow your body to receive the gratitude that you have for it. Okay, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to practice, and I hope you enjoyed it, and have a beautiful day wherever you are. Namaste.